Gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. First, we have the Ogre, and they'll have a nice reach advantage. And they'll be facing Spaceman, and they will enjoy a power advantage. This is the light heavyweight division where you get the best of both worlds. Heavyweight power, but good footwork and hand speed.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
Up first, the Ogre from the Philippines, and they hold the SCI national title. The last time they were in action, they scored that dramatic TKO victory. Let's see how they do in this one. Against them, it's Spaceman from the United States of America, coming off a very tough decision loss in their last fight.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the Philippines, wearing the black trunks trimmed with black, the current national light heavyweight champion, the Ogre. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the black trunks trimmed with black, Spaceman.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Can't land the jab there. Won't score with that right uppercut. No doubt about it, this fighter loves to throw jabs, and a lot of them. Their opponent better have an answer. The straight right just misses. That jab had to hurt. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Good counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You can see from the record, This fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Well done with that counter shot. It's bombs away. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. They're in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Stumbling around in potholes. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Perfect counter lands. Nice straight. They blocked that right hook. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Missed with that right uppercut. Misses with the right uppercut. That uppercut does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Couldn't land that jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? So time back in. Let's keep fighting. How about that time counter shot? Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Swing and a miss with the jab. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Just misses with the right uppercut. And he scores with the counter. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. At some point, the corner has to say and make some spaceman for spaceman. He's been dropped. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
There's a counter shot. That jab doesn't find a home. That counter punch caught him clean. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell for round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And the referee says no more. This fight is over.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
Just like another like TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass all over. TKO is spot on.
Breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head like a hurricane. Nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said, I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. They can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on without me pushing through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. Yeah.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. Life's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magical, you have it. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given the task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the aim range heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't got to do with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, we're out down. There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like you can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a calm count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spite. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done. You don't want none.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First, we have the Ogre, and they do have a speed advantage here. They'll be squaring up against Lightning Hands. You can see who has the power advantage. This fight will be in the light heavyweight division. Plenty of power, but lots of good movement in this division as well.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Up first, the Ogre.
This bout is scheduled.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Missing with the left uppercut. Which fighter will say no mas? This fighter does everything behind the jab. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Can't score with that jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Right hook is finding its target. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That lead uppercut, such a dangerous punch to throw, but it pays high dividends. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go, it's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. That left uppercut doesn't score. Good defense to block the hook. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What a nightmare scenario! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it, kitchen sink.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That jab was blocked. They better start respecting each other's punching power. counter shot lands. It's all offense all the time. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's bombs away. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Miss with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. And this is with that jab. They both want the knockout. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Tried to score with a jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Right hook just missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Why weren't they more cautious? like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. An upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Just misses with that uppercut. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. You can see the heavy, and down goes the Ogre. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Infantry, are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heel. He's up, look.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
And there's the bell to start round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Jab misses. Punching. The right hook misses. How about that time counter shot? Misses with that uppercut. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice stop, but that won't score. They exchange punches. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Big swing and a miss with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And we enter the 8th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. That hook won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like,
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. A perfect counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
Talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle sword, handle all in my hand. The war forces more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording in advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, our time to come. Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car.